Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now, Adam 22 went live today with Wack 100, and he was talking about Big U. So let's get straight into it. Now, Wack said he met Big U back in 2004, and he said, you gotta remember, Big U just came home from prison, and he was a changed man with the Nation of Islam. And Wack said this wasn't the old Big U who was on some full-fledged gangbanging-ish. This was a Big U coming to us, trying to understand how to run a business. Now, Wack said he can remember on one of Big U's very first interviews from coming home from prison, he said if he was out, death row couldn't have operated. Now, Adam said although Big U has a lot of power, he doesn't know how he would be able to stop Suge Knight, being that Suge Knight be kicking it with the power rules. And there's no way a power rule's gonna let a Crip tell him who he can or can't do business with. Now, Wack said how him and Big U's relationship started. At that time, the Bloods wasn't really kicking it with the Crips, even in the rap game. And Wack said him being business-minded, he understood by creating all of this divide between Crip and Blood, it's gonna interfere with his money. And Wack claims all because of his business state of mind. You didn't hear any rumors of any video shoots getting shot up, people getting robbed at the studio, and he said all thanks to me, you started seeing Crips and Bloods performing together at concerts. Now, Wack said all due to him, you had Crips and Bloods who were mortal enemies in the streets, being able to put their pride to the side and do music with their ops in order to get a bag. Now, Wack said with all that being said, and all of them years of knowing Big U and doing business with him, after hearing about Big U's case and what they're trying to say about him, he don't know that person. Now, Adam said he doesn't know anything about this indictment, but he has a couple of comrades that hit him up over the phone who actually went over Big U's paperwork, and after reading it, they told Adam that Big U's basically done us. Now, Wack said when the feds was on Big U, he didn't know that they put bugs in places he didn't think they would put it at. And long story short, people were saying things that they weren't supposed to say, and it was all recorded. Now, Wack said he's happy because the only conversations that he had with Big U was talking about business and nothing but positive things and trying to change stuff. Now, Wack said when him and Big U was cool, every resource that he had, he basically gave it to Big U. So any one of his connections in the music game that he had connections to, Big U had direct numbers to them as well. Now, Wack is funny as hell because now that Big U got arrested and he has all of these charges on him, including a hot one, he said if he knew Big U was gonna get charged with it or if he knew it was real, he would have never spoke on it. Like, boy, stop the capping. We all know damn well that you and 600 is celebrating right now. Now, Adam told Wack it's funny how you and 600 kept covering content on Big U and telling them that this is gonna happen, and then it really happened. Now, when Wack heard Adam say that, he said at the end of the day, we're content creators and all we're doing is reacting to stuff that we already see online. And he said at the end of the day, Big U started it all by talking ish about me online, so I'm just returning the favor. Now, Wack said Big U should have learned from everybody else that was beefing with me that when I go at it with somebody, I'm trying to F their whole career over. Now, Wack said at the end of the day, this is social media, bro. But my question is, you screaming out power rule, which basically means you still got street ties. And tell me, anybody from the streets, is it alright for anybody that claims they're gang affiliated and got ties to the streets to speak about another person trying to tie bodies to them? And then when that person mysteriously gets arrested by the feds, they try to claim that what they said was all content and they don't even know if it's true or not. Now, whether or not Wack 100 or 600 had anything to do with Big U's indictment or him getting arrested, they was doing a little bit too much talking and giving away too much information for people that claimed that they were gang affiliated once upon a time in the streets. Now, if you didn't know then, you should know now that the feds is watching everything, including YouTube. So if you up here talking and telling stories, always keep in the back of your mind that it's not just your subscribers that's watching you, and the other people's is too. Now, Wack gave his thoughts on that Big U situation, and now that you guys heard it, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. Paperboy News stand. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there. Gone.